and Not Yet on Moose FM. Troy and Lyric, they're joining me right now. Troy is from the Northern Sun Helpers, and Lyric is from the Society for Narcotic and Opioid Wellness. How are you all doing today?
Perfect. I'm great, Bernard. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. And of course, earlier we did experience some technical issues, but we did solve that. So Lyric, you are from the Society for Narcotic and Opioid Wellness, or SNO. Can you tell me, what does your organization do?
More than happy to share that with you. We're a drug users group in Dawson Creek. So we meet folks with lived and living experience with opiates, and we meet them where they are in their path with their journey, with their relationship with drugs. And we're a service, and we offer hot meals on a daily basis. We do laundry service. We do harm reduction, like hand out harm reduction supplies. We do drug testing for folks. If they want to bring their supply in and get it tested, we can test it for them. It was a collaboration of the peers. The peers in Dawson Creek wanted a space. Like any space anywhere in these small towns and stuff like that, folks are looking for a place to belong. And when you're on the street and you have a relationship with opiates, it's hard to find where you fit in. So we created Society for Narcotic Opioid Wellness, as you said before, SNO, and we've only been around now we're going on our second year, and we've had our house now for 8 months. And it's incredible. It's just incredible.
Absolutely. And also, Troy is from Northern Sun Helpers, a different organization, but you guys work together, right?
That's
yes,
absolutely
we do.
True. We have joined together, Lyric and I, to not put our energies against each other, but with each other in collaboration for our brothers and sisters that are suffering on the streets and alone with this terrible stigma that the society has laid upon us.
And of course, it is heartbreaking when you see the numbers of overdose happening in our community and also here in the province.
Absolutely, it's appalling. I mean, the numbers are going up on a daily basis, and we've been we're in our 5th year of this crisis, and we're no further ahead than we were when we first started.
And also, for someone who needs help, or someone that knows someone who needs help because of opioids and overdose, how can they reach you guys? Troy, you start.
The Northern Sun Helpers in Fort St. John are every Sunday in the park, the 100 and 100th, but we can be reached at 778-964-0428, and we will help as best as we are able to get someone on a path that works for them. And, yeah. And
also, how about your organization, Lyric?
Oh well, we as I said, we have our house in Dawson Creek, and it's a physical place. So the address there is 833 103rd Ave, and the phone number there is 778-843-1142. And we're there, basically Tuesday to Saturday from 5 until 10 o'clock at night. So we can be reached there. And we just started up a group up here in Fort St. John for Fort St. John SNO. We also have a number for that group as well. Well, it's the same group, but you can reach that group at 250-794-1114.
And also, Overdose Awareness Day, it is tomorrow. Will you guys be there at Festival Plaza?
100%, with our colors. Hey, Troy?
You betcha. Look, tomorrow's a really important day for folks around the world that are dealing with this crisis on a global level. It's not just here in BC. It's not in the north. It is all around the world that overdose and overdose fatalities are happening at abhorrent rates. We will be there to educate, to hand out naloxone, harm reduction supplies, phone numbers, and we're here to lessen the numbers of death. We know drug usage is never going to stop. That's where we're fighting for safe supply and legalization and things like that. But we just want the numbers to go down because the world says, well, just go to treatment. That'll solve the problem. Well, if you die before you get the treatment really doesn't help at all. So we're here to help that journey. We will help and meet anyone along that journey wherever they are and assist them on their way. You betcha.
And Troy, go ahead, Lyric.
I mean, we don't want anyone to feel alone, and the stigma and the shame. We have enough stigma and shame in society as is, but when you're, have an addiction with opiates, it makes it even harder to try and make those connections. So yeah, Correct. We'll be down there with our colors please come and ask questions, get some education, and if you don't know how to use a naloxone kit, you can also ask us, and we'll train you on the site.
You betcha.
And Troy, do you have anything else to add?
Yeah, just that the stigma is the big killer. The world sees homeless folks and thinks that that's where the majority of overdose and addiction happens. But this is not true. Only 10% or less of homeless folks are the victims of overdose fatality. The rest of those overdoses happen alone, at home, away from the world, hiding, because people are afraid to come out and say that they use drugs or either confide in somebody, and that's what happens. Dying alone is what's killing folks. We're here to stop that.
And how about you, Lyric?
I mean, I totally agree with my brother Troy. We're just trying to do what's humanly right. We're trying to save lives. We're trying to make folks, so they can have their voice again and you feel human again. I mean, you're never alone, and that's the thing. Everyone thinks they are alone, but they're not. We are literally a phone call away, or even just a handshake away from, trying to help folks and save their lives. It's all about education and breaking down the stigma for sure.
Just absolutely important to ask for help. Like for someone out there that is experiencing overdose, it is very important to ask.
100%. I mean, asking the right questions when the right questions is always the key. Education is key. And we're tired of folks, losing our friends and family members. And like Troy said, it's not the folks on the streets. It's the blue and white collar folks, the folks that, have everything they could want and more, but they still think they're totally alone, and they're not.
And also,
every 4 days in Fort St. John at the emergency, we have an overdose that shuts down that emergency unit for the better part of 6 hours. Every 10 days in Fort St. John, we have an overdose fatality. We are losing 3 persons a month in Fort St. John. It's too much. It's time to stop it. It's time for us to join together as brothers and sisters and save and help our fellow brothers and sisters. Time is up.
Absolutely. And also, Troy, you are part of the Northern Sun Helpers. Where can people find more details about your organization?
I have a Facebook page, but I am really technologically challenged, so I will be trying my hardest to get that going. But the Northern Sun Helpers are every Sunday in the park at 100th Street and 100th Avenue in Fort St. John at 12 noon with a lunch program. So you can come and talk to us at any Sunday. And Troy and Pam are always around town, so please feel free to call us anytime. Happy to talk to anybody about this.
And Lyric, what about your organization? Where can people find more details about the Society for Narcotic and Opioid Wellness?
We actually have a Facebook page for Dawson Creek, and unfortunately you have to write in Society for Narcotic Opioid Wellness to actually see the site. Snow FSJ will be they have a website, and it'll be coming up pretty soon here as well. So yeah, technology is not our friends, but we're doing the best that we can.
The best part about this, though, is that, Bernard, is with this collaboration between these two groups, that house in Dawson Creek is a game changer, an absolute game changer. And Lyric and I see how it can be even more influential in our community. So we are going to do the same thing here in Fort St. John in this time remaining we have in 2021, and hopefully, and by early 2022, we will have a house, a permanent location here where these two peer groups will be doing outreach for folks. And the same thing, we're going to have food and laundry services and a place for people to feel like a human being again, like they're loved and cared about, because we love and care about them all. You betcha.
And hopefully up here in Fort St. John, we can get the same status we did in Dawson Creek, because we're classified as an EOPS, an episodic site. So we actually witness folks using drugs. So and I hope that we can get the same thing up here in Fort St. John, because it's needed. I mean, if you're there being the third party witnessing what's going on, and if someone goes down, then you're there to revive those individuals. So it's desperately needed up here in Fort St. John. And OPS, I mean, we have their OPS up in the Northern Health Building, but it's not a prime location. And they've already shut it down once on us, and they're opening it up. They opened it up again today. But I mean, where it is in the Northern Health Building is not feasible. It's, folks aren't going to go in there because it's stigma. There's 100% stigma and shame when they walk into that building. So
accessibility is important.
Absolutely, 100%.
We need our own place. We need a cooperative city council and mayor to back us up and make things easier for us to do this, not to place barricades or obstacles in the form of bylaws or whatever. We need our city council and mayor to really, and they've started to. They are. Don't get me wrong. Like we're not. It's not like they are totally against this, but I think it's difficult for a politician to stand up and say they believe in harm reduction and safe supply and saving lives like that when it's such a stigmatized stand. It's a really hard stand for a politician to take. However, our brothers and sisters are still dying while people are talking. That's the problem. So we need action. We need cooperation. We need involvement. Okay? And that's how we're going to save lives.
Troy and Lyric, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you,
Bernard.
Very much. We really appreciate your time.